I'm Lisa Saunders with PAC-B TV, Baldwinville, New York's public access channel. And I'm really excited because I get to have somebody I know quite well, but she's coming to us from Texas. Do you see the greenery in her background? We still don't have that here in Baldwinsville, New York. But anyway, my guest today is Dr. Gail Harrison, who is going to talk to us about how to wear face masks and the different kinds, because here in Baldwinsville, New York, and all of New York and other states, wearing a mask is required when we go out. So thank you, Dr. Harrison. Tell us what you do.
Hi, Lisa. It's so good to see you again. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm Dr. Gail Harrison. I'm from Texas, and I am a pediatric infectious diseases doctor and a specialist in viral diseases of children, especially those that are very harmful to them. And I'm very pleased to come and talk with you, Lisa, about some of the new norm in our society here in America, and that is mask wearing.
Well, you have different styles. Now, I know some are just for medical professionals, but you also have been inundated with people that have voluntarily been making masks and sending them to you. And you've actually sent me some that I've handed out in Baldwinsville to cashiers, because some of them just have to live with the same surgical mask for a while. And you told me that cloth masks over these other masks can actually extend the life of a surgical mask, correct?
Yes, that is totally correct. And so let me first go over what are medical masks.
Okay.
Medical masks are, the first one, the most famous one everybody's been hearing about, are N95s. They come in different sizes. Here's a small one, and here's a little bit larger one. In order to wear an N95, you must be fit tested so it can work properly. And you put it over and you wear it very snugly. And as all medical professionals know, it's hard to wear these for a long extended period of time, and they are in very short supply all around the world. You can also extend the life of your N95 with some fitted cloth coverings. Some medical professionals are doing that. Some N95s are sort of what we call duck masks. They also must be fitted for you. Once again, we should reserve for medical professionals.
Now, who does these fittings for you?
We have professionals at the hospitals and the clinics that fit test you. It's a process. You put on different masks, and then they do smells. And then if you can smell things with the mask on, it's not right enough. Mm-hmm. So it's called fit testing. And then you're given a card saying which N95 will fit. Okay. So here also is a medical mask that is a procedural mask. And so we wear them like this.
Is that the same thing as a surgical mask, what you're wearing when you called it a procedural mask?
Yeah, not really. Surgical masks are a little bit tighter fitting and a little bit more a barrier to spreading germs from the surgeon or the procedural physician. These are ones that we wear we wear these in the on the wards seeing patients, and we also now put them on patients that are coming into the clinic. And so and they really are designed for one use, though now in some times where the masks are in a bit short supply, they're being used for an entire day. And so, but these are probably not the best options for people in the community. Medical professionals, the CDC, other public health officials around the country and around the globe are recommending that people in the community wear cloth coverings over their face. And so what I'd like to do now is to go over some of the options that we have and some of the cloth coverings that have been donated to me for dispensing to healthcare professionals and to first responders and essentials in the community. And so first is a simple bandana. Or if you don't have a bandana, you can just cut a piece of cloth in a square and wear it like that. But you can also get a little bit more stylish and fun and form-fitting, okay? I'd like to, and we'll go over those in a minute, but I'd like to just show some of our viewers some options of places where they can go on the internet to sort of review what we're going to go over. So the Centers for Disease Control has a nice website that goes over how to wear cloth coverings correctly. So I invite your viewers to look at that really good source. Also, the New York Times has had a couple of really good articles, very informative. Here's one here. Even I saved it. It goes over which mask should you wear in 95, medical, procedural, homemade, or others, and should you use filters or not. And then also they had another really great article on how to do or don't wear your mask, and we'll go over that as well. But your viewers can click on those links on the internet and also review what I'm going to go over. Now, before I go over all my different types of masks, I'd like to thank the mask making warriors that have been so selfless in making these masks, sending them to me, and with their thoughts and prayers for everybody to stay safe and stay healthy. Especially Peyton Stevens and Tanya Finstry, and all of these helpers here. I'd like to give a special shout out to Beauty for Beasts, which is a nonprofit that actually makes things for rescue animals, but have now repurposed to making masks, and Quilts Inc., which sponsors the International Quilts Festival. Some of these are very skilled professional seamstresses, and some of these are just moms doing their best to help the world. So
well,
let's go over.
You know, Baldwinsville thanks them too, because I did hand them out at a grocery store in Baldwinsville, because the checker out people were so thrilled to get them. So thank you.
Great, yes. Okay, so let's go over certain styles of masks. So the mask can be hook around your ear and be worn on your face like this, okay? And notice, I don't know if you can hear me with my mask on. It hooks around your ear comfortably, goes over your nose, under your chin, fits snugly. Some can be kind of crazy and have a spider kind of look to them. This one is quite fashionable and pretty. Or you can have other styles where you can just be tying them in the back. For example, like this one here. And so some people prefer to use a mask where they can fit it a little bit more snugly, or they don't like the hook behind their ears, and that's perfectly fine. So you can tie it like this, above the ear, and then fit it over your nose, under your chin, and then, whoop, just a minute here. Let me do another one. That one got me confused because it is actually kind of cool where you wear it and then you tie it. But let's do this one. So here we have Ariel, and we tie it over the ears, and then we tie it under the chin. And you can tie a knot or you can tie a bow. So this is the correct way to wear a mask. It's over your nose, under your chin, and snug here, but not so much that you can't breathe. Can you hear me in my mask?
I can hear you, and I think kids would really like those masks as well, because now they're their favorite characters. And thank you for the children's onesie masks. I have started handing those out because children over 2 are supposed to wear them as well. So you got to make them snazzy and fun.
Yeah, so here's some children's size masks that have been donated. Here has Tinkerbell, very sparkly. This has some superpowers. Here's Captain America. Some have little fish on them. And so even with children's masks, you can choose one that loops around the ears or that ties. So yes, so children's masks should be a little bit smaller. Now here's some ways not to wear your mask, and I'm sure you've seen this in the community, but let's reinforce proper mask wearing. But this is not proper mask wearing. I know you can breathe a little bit better, but it's defeating the purpose. So this is not proper. Even just on the tip of the nose, not proper wearing. It should go over the nose. Now, also, if your chin is exposed, not proper mask wearing. And especially if it's down like this, it's not proper mask wearing. Okay, so those are some ways to properly wear a mask. Okay? And so, like I said, there's lots of different ways to wear masks, lots of different styles. Hook around the ear, your favorite Disney character from Beauty for Beasts, beautiful patterns from Quilts Inc. You like Bugs, Maud, Paisley. Oh, here's a really cute one. Let me show you this one. If you are a
cat lover
person, okay? So
my husband Jim loves the one you gave him with the rats on it. So.
You can have fun with this. I know it's a bit stressful. It's new. Some people have trouble wearing masks, but you can have fun with it. Make it a positive experience. Right. There are some people that do have anxiety disorders where they can't cover their face. So we, of course, can be mindful and compassionate for those people. But in general, people can wear masks properly with a little bit of positive attitude, make them fashionable, but yet keep us all healthy and safe. And there's just one more thing about masks I'd like to mention, that's filters.
Yes.
People make masks that have an insert for filters. So you can put a filter, and even something as simple as a paper coffee filter can work, giving you one more barrier. Instead of 2 layers of cloth, you have 2 layers of cloth and a filter, and then you can wear your mask. And then when you wash your mask, you can take the filter out. Now we can also go over caring for your mask.
Yes, because when I mentioned to you that I gave them out to the cashiers, you mentioned, if they don't have time to wash them every night, they can iron them. So please talk about that, because nobody's going to realistically be able to wash something every day.
Exactly. So you can have several masks if you're that fortunate. So one a day, and then do laundry at the end of the week. You can also, at the end of wearing them, just do a hot, dry iron for 20 seconds over the front of the mask. And if they're totally cloth, that's very easy to do. And that will disinfect the front part of the mask in a pretty adequate way. So those are other options. So washing them or a hot iron are both acceptable. I might also say that you want to keep them sort of dry. We don't recommend keeping them in a tight plastic cover, the mask, because there could be some moisture in them, and that might bring some extra germs. So keep them dry by the window, out in the sun.
Yeah, I think you mentioned putting them in the sun. We don't get much here in Baldwinsville as far as sun, but
I'll send you some from Texas. We have plenty.
It's supposed to snow next week, so anyway. No, I do appreciate that, how to keep them clean. Now, since you're not from here, how do I suggest, and I don't know Baldwinsville that well yet because I just moved here, where can I suggest to people go if they can't find more than a bandana or a piece of cloth in their own house to double up? Is there a place people can go to ask if there's extra masks if they can't sew them?
That's a really good question, Lisa. So some ways that you can find a mask is maybe your own neighbor has some and is a seamstress, and just reach out word of mouth. The other is your local health department. I know our health departments here are handing out masks at a variety of sites, especially for resource poor families, but for any families. So check your local health department or your media outlets. They may have some good ideas. And then also around here, at least one of our local coffee shops and one of our local realtors are handing out masks to the people that come by their offices or their establishment. So if you just check around, for some creative resources in the community. I'm
That's
sure you
a
can
really
find
good idea. In fact, when I get off, when we end our interview, I might ask people if I get another shipment, or if there's a place that's just handing out that I can hand them out to. That's a good
exactly.
idea.
Be happy to help you with that, Lisa. Yeah.
All right, because I know we still have takeout. We still have restaurants that are doing takeout. So some people are still open. Do you have restaurants there in Texas doing takeout? Are you allowed in restaurants, or is that takeout right now only?
Well, here in Texas, we were under takeout only for restaurants, but just recently we've done a stepwise opening. So some restaurants are open at 25% capacity with disposable plates and forks and knives and napkins, social distancing, wearing masks with the servers, and with the clientele that are coming in. Of course, when you're eating, you can't wear your mask, but at least going to and from your table wearing masks. So yes, so we have a limited opening now of restaurants, and then this is being carefully monitored by our public health officials to see if this phase 1 sort of opening is working and is safe for everybody.
Well, if you go, send me a picture, and I love sending you pictures of Jim and I doing the Erie Canal, because that's something we're allowed to do here. So, is walk along that canal.
Getting outdoors with good social distancing is a great idea for everybody.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Demla Harrison, for coming on, and I really hope that you'll come on again so I can interview about other things.
Of course, anytime, Lisa, and just mask it.
Okay. Thank you. Take care.